Bean Marsh is a really important site for wildlife. It's an essential green finger that stretches from the north in the countryside all the way through to the south in the centre of Hertford. Herts and Middlesex Wildlife Trust is really looking forward to being involved in the site's protection and restoration for the future. Marshy grassland is now a really rare habitat, so every good example like Bean Marsh is a top priority for nature conservation. It's home to a huge number of interesting plants and animals: marsh marigolds, purple loosestrife, yellow flag iris, many species of different dragonflies, I've seen plenty here today already, and potentially water voles. And some amazing birds as well, like kingfishers on the river, barn owls hunting over the marsh itself. The river here is a chalk river. What makes that special is that these are globally rare. We have roughly 95% of the whole of the planet's chalk rivers here in this country, and that makes it a special responsibility of ours to look after. Oh, there's a nice fish over there. So can you see the really big ones? Chalk river water is filtered through the chalk rock. That makes it very clean, mineral-rich water, which supports a huge variety of insects, aquatic plants, and the fish that feed on them. And the riverbank here, this is one of the best examples of a chalk riverbank in the county. It's got about 5 or 6 metres thick of swampy vegetation, so I can't get any closer to the river than this, and you can probably hear it's really squelchy underfoot. This may look quite chaotic and overgrown, but actually it's really important structure and home for a vast number of different insects and birds, and all sorts of wildlife will use this. We don't think we've got water voles here because they've been lost from the Bean, but they're only a couple of kilometres downstream at our nature reserve at Kingsmeads, and it would be not too much to ask to hopefully manage to get them to slowly make their way back here, and if they do, this will be an absolute haven for them. What makes Bean Marsh even more special is its place within the habitat network. We have a nature reserve at Waterford Heath just over a kilometre upstream on the Bean, and we have another nature reserve just about 2 kilometres downstream on the Lee at Kingsmeads. In between is a whole patchwork of marshy and woody habitats linked up by the River Bean, and these sites all work and allow species to move between them. As you can see, there's a big build-up of dead grass from last year's growth there that hasn't been removed. This is where cattle are so important, because cattle will take away a lot of the growth of the grass each year, which will stop this from building up, and that is what's stopping the really delicate wildflowers from growing. Once we get the vegetation structure right, you'll be able to gradually see wildflowers returning back to this site and getting it back to its former glory.